Hello everybody and welcome back to 100 Line Defense. So this is post-Bunny because once again we were caught in kind of a weird ending spot. So we are going to continue right from after defeating the Supreme Commander. Enjoy. Shoot. Oh.
こんなところかな。やったー!
Oh my gosh, I would punch her.
喜んでんじゃねえよ。何もめでたくねえし。
プレゼントマシン製の墓石であいつらが許してくれりゃいいけどな。
今、仇は取ったからね。安らかに眠ってね。のぞみ殿、今殿。のぞみ、あんたはバカよ。仲間外れにした私たちを命がけで助けるなんて。いいえ、バカは私の方ね。ほんと、どうしようもないバカだわ。
At the very end, I finally realized the truth. Oh, come on, it was so obvious. I guess it fooled me just because it was like... But I mean... Her parents were the exact same thing. You were Karuwa all along. But you somehow forgot that. And then you showed up in my life again as someone else. Nozomi Kirufuji. You were Nozomi, my comrade in battle. And also my dear friend, Karuwa. I don't know how this happened, but either way I lost someone I couldn't bear to lose. I couldn't protect you. I promised to, but I couldn't. And it's nobody's fault but my own. Well, yeah, if I knew that executing commanders didn't matter. No, I'm just kidding. If I were in your place, you might have been able to do something to save me. But I couldn't do anything for you.
ごめんな。本当にごめん。
Shut up, sus. I really don't trust Eito. Once again, I say this. I will apologize if I end up being wrong. I'm sick with regret. This is my fault. It's all because I agreed to the enemy's proposal. It's not your fault, Eito. I agreed to surrender too. No, this is all on me. I was so afraid of us dying in that final battle that I led us right into the enemy's trap. And when Nozomi tried to stop us, we didn't listen to anything she had to say. I'm so stupid. So hopelessly stupid. Nothing you say will change things now. Besides, we'll be dead in 5 days anyway. You might as well apologize to her then. That's right! Only 5 days left for us to live. I wonder what it feels like to die. Right. Even if the two of them had lived, we'd all be gone soon. The only difference is timing. I wish we'd gone together. I wanted to die with Ima. But the enemy's all-out attack is coming for us, right? Wait, what? We still have to fight? If that's really the truth, then I'm gonna end this episode. The Supreme Commander made it sound like we were going to win. She said they only have cannon fodder left. Still, what did she mean by those who aren't true warriors? Aren't the invaders basically made for fighting?
Huh?
We're doomed anyway, right? Is there even any point in fighting the final battle? If we're doomed to die, it's best to die victorious. Lady Nozomi. I think so too. At least this way we won't waste the lives Nozomi fought so hard to save. Even if we know we're going to die, we have no choice but to fight until— That's what the freaking lady said. You still don't know if that's true. Can't we at least find out the truth first? The truth? About what we're protecting. What it is we have to die for. I want us to get an answer before we die. You mean about what's in the defense room? If it was possible to find out, we would have done that already. There's still something we haven't tried. Why don't we break down the door to the defense room with our class weapons? Huh? Break it down. Can we do that? How would we get close enough to try? What about the undying flames? Yeah, not even fire extinguishers can put out the flames outside that door for very long. I think we should try anyway, all of us together. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. I sussed you from the barbecue, you little bitch. I think we deserve to know, for the sake of everyone who's died and for those of us who are about to die. Right. Nothing wrong with us knowing what we've been putting our lives on the line for all this time, right? Heck, maybe we'll find a way to stop that weapon, whatever it is. Wouldn't deactivating it be a bad thing? I don't even know anymore. At any rate, let's try it. We'll all work together one last time. One last time? Maybe what Eito is saying is right. I do at least want to know what's in the defense room. Karu and the rest of us have risked our lives for it, after all. Or in some cases, given them. If we're going to die, I want to die knowing what it was all for. Okay. I don't know if this will work or not, but let's go check it out. Right. We'll do what we can to the very end. I don't trust you. We all ran off to the defense room, still wearing our class WEP armor. Looking at it again, it's an abnormally solid-looking door. Not to mention the undying flames. Can we really damage this thing, even with our class weapons? The undying flames are really intense here. I guess they have to be to ward off intruders. Can we really break down a door this strong? These undying flames are in the way too. Getting rid of them with an extinguisher isn't going to do anything, right? Let's all attack at once with our class weapons. If we work together, I'm sure we can manage something. Even if we can, should we really be doing this? Ain't no use chickening out now. After everything we've been through, we gotta do this. Emo will do it. Destroying the door we've been protecting all this time with our own hands. Who'd have thought it would come to this? Not me, that's for sure. I know it feels strange, but it's time for us to see the truth for ourselves. Let's break down this door. Yeah, baby, I'm feeling it now. Who's ready? I don't need you to tell me. Let's do this. It is time. On your guard, door.
Yosh!
Okay, here goes. All of us faced the defense room's door and simultaneously readied our class weapons. But before we could attack... Friend! Suddenly, he appeared before us.
なんだ化け物幽霊だ
待ってこの人だよもしかしてこれが消えない炎の
ああ何度も俺の前に現れたあいつだ消えない炎のあいつだ
これが
Oh, we can... I think he's cute
可
too.
愛いんだね
We can understand him now.
けどこいつは何なの消えない炎が人の形になって
明らかに人間じゃねえよな。やっぱ進行性なんじゃね
違う僕は進行生じゃない
Yay! It was a strange voice. Rather than hearing it with my ears, it was like it was resonating directly inside my body.
僕は君たちの敵じゃないだってこの中にいるんだずっとこの防衛室の中に
I don't know what to give him. Can you hear me? Can you finally hear me? Yeah, I hear you, but why now? Is this because of the Supreme Commander's cryptoglobin? Same as how I started to understand the invader's language. No. It's similar, but I think it must be a little different. To begin with, this isn't my true appearance. It's an avatar created using cryptoglobin. An avatar from Cryptoglobin? This voice isn't normal either. It was made with Cryptoglobin, so it can only be heard with Cryptoglobin. But you couldn't hear me with the power you had before. It wasn't strong enough. Now that you've absorbed enough Cryptoglobin, it's allowed you to hear my voice. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Hey, Takumi? Are you perhaps able to hear what he's saying? Yeah. This is the first time, but I can hear him. Really? I can't hear anything. I can tell he's talking, though. So what is he? Oh, right. We've got a lot of questions. I'll try asking him. Tell me, who exactly are you? As I mentioned before, this body is an avatar created with Cryptoglobin. My real body is inside of the defense room. Why the defense room? Isn't there a weapon inside of there? I'm not a weapon. I'm a person, just like you. Not an ordinary human, though. Because of some random mutation, I have extra powerful Cryptoglobin. Extra powerful? It allows me to create and control They're using him. The wall of fire was created with my Cryptoglobin's power as well. You made the wall of fire? This form, too. I created it by manipulating undying flames. My real body can't leave the defense room, so sometimes I check on things in the school by creating an avatar. You stumbled upon that avatar before and mistook me for an invader. What's your real body look like? And why is it in the defense room? I don't know that myself. What am I really wonder. Huh? At the very least, I know I'm not your enemy. Because I'm just like all of you. I was also brought here to protect humanity. You were brought here too? To protect humanity? Hey, what are you talking about? Are you saying this guy's got the same mission as us? But he's been doing what here? You want to know my purpose here at the Academy? I'll tell you. Although Sirei originally forbade me from telling anyone. Really? He told you to stay quiet. But he's not here anymore. And you all came here for answers, right? Ever since I was brought to this school, I've been storing up undying flames in the defense room. After 100 days, that power will be enough to raise all life on this planet. All life? So you'll kill off the invaders with your power? You're going to burn them all with undying flames? I suppose so. It seems humanity wants to annihilate them at all costs. Is that what it takes to stop world death? Will world death end if the invaders all die? I don't know the details myself. Sine never told me. You weren't told anything? But you're the one who has to actually burn them all. Yes. I'm just like you in that regard. I exist only to be used by humanity. Being used. Yeah. That sounds about right. When you activate that power of yours, what will happen to the rest of us? Will we be burned up with the invaders? I didn't hear anything from Side on that subject. But I doubt you'd walk away unscathed after being bathed in undying flames. So we'll die after all. That really is our fate. Hey, Takumi, what's this guy saying? It's about time you started sharing what you know. Yeah, you're right. Well, I relayed everything I'd heard to the others. They'd all had their suspicions about it, of course, but hearing it from the source had a lot more impact. All of them were shocked. They needed a minute to take it all in. So, we really are going to be killed on day 100. Burned up by the undying flames, along with the invaders. We're gonna die! We're all gonna die together! What a sacrificial bonds in the plan. Ima included. Our worst nightmares were right on the money. I wish we could have been wrong. So all that stuff about going home on day 100 and seeing the people we care about again. Oh, that was just a bunch of bullshit. We were deceived from the very start. I'll never get to see Leo again. Hey, the Undying Flames are a part of this guy's power, right? Can't you just, not set them off? Is that something you can do? No. I'm sorry. My real body doesn't have the power to do that. What do you mean? The flames that are going to kill us all are your power, aren't they? Yes, but my body, it's... Just then, someone stepped forward and inserted themselves between us. May I have a moment? Ito spoke to the boy in the Undying Flames. I can't hear you, but you can hear me, right? If so, I'd like you to hear me out. Could you let us see your real body? Oh, sus. Huh? I'd like to see it with my own eyes, before the end. The true form of who we've been protecting. That's why we all came here to the defense room in the first place. How about it? Actually, I was going to suggest that myself. I thought it would be more convincing than trying to explain it with words. You'll understand once you see me. You'll see that I have no power at all. That I can't do anything. With that, the boy wreathed in undying flames turned to face the defense room door. He began walking forward and went straight through. As he did so, the undying flames in front of the door were extinguished. In the center of that sturdy door was now a gaping hole, as if it had melted clean away. The door has been destroyed. Such power. Looks like we can go in easily enough now. Well, are we gonna? No! This hole, it was made for us! Takumi, let's check it out. Right. Don't trust you. Okay, here goes. I've got to admit, I feel kind of nervous. Same here. What could be beyond this door? Our bodies stiff and tense, we approached the door. And we went inside. This place was hard to describe in words. The school we'd been staying in all this time was strange, but this place was even stranger. Damn, it's huge. This is some real sci-fi shit. Hey, are those missiles over there? They're hooked up to the device in the center. Is it making undying flames? It looks like the flames are being packed into dozens of missiles. Are they gonna fire all these missiles on day 100? I love that! I just okay, I'm a little confused because, destroying the planet, whether, let's put aside the fact whether these invaders are evil or not. That Supreme Commander could have just been a bitch who wanted power for herself, just like any other civilization, right? Let's say that the invaders are not evil, besides Supreme Bitch. Why, if, I just don't understand, if the humans are up on the satellite, why are they destroying the world? Oh. It's like the Noah's flood thing, isn't it? They're up there, then they come back down, after, however many years after the Earth regrows. Maybe? Unless it's literally gonna, I guess it's flames, so it's not gonna, implode the planet, but okay. I'm just wondering how this is beneficial for the humans, I say, because I think that the invaders are just evolved humans, and I still believe that, because why do they have invader-like people in the Tokyo complex? You know what I mean? I think it's just evolved humans, but yeah, I just still, even though Supreme Commander was a bitch, I still don't think that they're all evil. Anyways, These are what's gonna burn up every last bit of life on Earth. It's all the more believable after seeing them for ourselves. Holy Jumanji sword. Are you there? I'm a little scared. More importantly, where's the ghost boy's real body? Where is he?
僕なら
Over
ここ
here.
だ
Huh? I heard a voice that didn't seem to be coming from any one particular place, but rather echoing directly inside of me. Oh! I told you it's Takumi! I forgot what I gave him. It was like a wispy voice. I've been here this whole time. For almost 100 days. Unable to move an inch. Just having the power of my cryptoglobin absorbed continually. Here in this... oh. This machine. Inside Last Defense Academy. Maybe I'm wrong. What? Where are you?
君のすぐ目の前だ
In front of me? You mean inside of that machine there? I was given the mission of eradicating all life on Earth through the power of my cryptoglobin. Regardless of my own will. The extraction of my cryptoglobin is fully automated, so I remain here oh, that's so evil. Immobile, simply being drained. I have no freedom. I'm no more than an object. Or maybe I should say a weapon. I don't even have my own name. Not even a name? I can't move my body properly, let alone leave this place. So I created an avatar to try and talk to all of you. The people fighting alongside me. But my voice couldn't reach you. If I'd been able to talk to you sooner, maybe we could have avoided losing so many of you. But it's too late for regrets now. Time can only go forward, never back. So you're really in here, sealed up inside of that device. Yes. Look for yourself. My real body. My pitiful and wretched form. Determined, I began to make my way toward the device. At the top of it was a transparent capsule. I went up the stairs until I was right next to it. And peered inside. What the? I couldn't help but let out a cry. Inside the capsule was maybe the last thing I'd been expecting. It was a tiny newborn baby.
なんだよこれまさかこれが
Told you! I told you! I am right, and I take back every apology I said if I was wrong. I told you! I feel validated, although I also don't think it was that difficult to point out. I mean, there's a lot of coincidences that...
すごいよすごい力だ今までのリケスとはまるで違うとんでもないパワーだ
The only reason I'm upset is because I liked his abilities. I told you! I said it! My only question is when he tried to run away in the beginning, was that the real Ato, and then this is like not Ato? That's a good question. Because I can't remember when Sudei went... No, Sudei hadn't gone missing, and that happened like in the demo. So the first 7 days... Okay, so what I'm wondering is... Ato, remember, tried to like run away. So was that like the real Ato, or was that just a plot the whole time? Like to make him look weak or whatever? Because it could have been kind of like a Moko situation where he ran out and he like, the real Ato like died there. And then the invader like took his place. Like it could have been that. Or he could have just been evil from the start. But I called it. I mean, come on, so many coincidences. Who proposed the barbecue? Ato. Who is the one who proposed the freaking music festival? Ato. Like, who's the one who, like, got everyone together and tried to get them to go into the thing? Ato. Like, come on. So many. That one was easy. But, you know, I know these games and they like to do twists on me. So that's why I was like, if I'm wrong, which I don't think I am, I will apologize. But now I won't apologize. However, I will still say that if he just, like, I don't agree with burning the earth alive. I don't. I think that's stupid and evil, and I think the invaders are not all evil. Just like all humans are not all evil. And I still think that he might be, well, we'll see. If he's like the Supreme Commander and just wants power, then, you know, chuck him overboard. That's fine. But I still am holding judgment because I don't agree with burning the earth alive. So if he's trying to stop that, go Ato. If he's just a dick, die. Ato, what are you doing? What am I doing? Can't you see? I took his power. The same cryptoglobin that the Supreme Commander was so desperate to have. You actually killed him? The baby inside that capsule is mummified now. I don't know what the baby was doing in there, but it's not my problem. I don't care at all. I shouted out all around me.
Oi! 聞こえるか? 聞こえたら返事をしてくれ!
But my voice just emptied emptily. The strange voice from before never answered. Oh, he's gone for good. Trust me.
僕たちは仲間
You can do that, can't you?
でしょ
We are friends, after all. You. What the hell were you thinking? Do you even know what you just did? Of course. I am fully aware. That's why I did it, obviously. Well, don't tell me Ato's giving into the darkness. Does this mean the true identity of the traitor is... Huh? Traitor? I knew that you and Emo were searching for the traitor, Kako. Alas, it seems you didn't find your way to me, but that was quite a boon for me. I should thank you. What? What is the meaning of this? It's him. He did it all. Hiroko and the prisoner. He killed them. What? So Ato. That's right. It was all me.
ヒルコさんを殺したのもあの捕虜を殺したのも
Oh, right. He was also standing next to that person and was the one that found it. Let's add another like mew mew to the list.
司令を壊したのもそう全て僕がやったんだ僕が醜い君らに罰を与えたんだよ
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Monsters. No, it's not true, is it, Ato? You need to put more trust in your friends. Everything I'm telling you is the truth. Then how did you manage to kill Sire? You want to know? Fine. Anything for a friend. First, I called Sire over to the gym. I told him there was something I wanted to discuss alone after sleeping hours. Then I acted like I was ready to fight. And once I talked to him for a while and got him to let down his guard, I told him I wanted him to teach me how to use Hemoanima, and I transformed. I can't remember when this was.
その刃を
Was
司令に
this
突き刺したんだ
after he ran away or before? I can't remember. That would help.
油断しきった彼を破壊するのは難しくなかったよ最初の一撃で致命傷を与えてそれで終わりだった
待って司令には手を出せないはずだよ私たちの体内には爆弾が仕掛けられてるって
あああれはただのハッタリ
ハッタリ
だったらいいなと思っていたけど残念ながら爆弾は本当だったよ 最初の一撃で即死させたはいいけど、僕にはその後の記憶がなくてさ。
Presumably because I was killed by my bomb exploding. And how are you still alive? Is your body secretly made of rubber? Or sand or boogers? Don't tell me the Revival-matic. Yes, the Revival-matic brought me back. It's fully automated and works outside of battle too. Tsude had prepared for being attacked by someone, but it seems he didn't anticipate an attack that was sudden, lethal blow. After that, I had to destroy the evidence. I put the dismembered Tsude into trash bags.
夜中に探索に抜け出して廃墟の町に残骸を捨ててきたんだ。後で匠くんにあの残骸を見つけられちゃったのはちょっと予想外だったけどね。
Why would you do that? What was the point of destroying Tsude? I'll tell you my motives later. Isn't there something else you should be asking instead? Come on, you're not going to ask about Hiroko? I know we all hated her, but could you at least spare a thought for her? You killed Hiroko too? You went and laid hands on a woman? I did, of course. I could never win in an honest fight, so...
彼女が寝ているところをこっそりね。さすがのひろこさんもこんなことになるとは予想してなかったみたいで。
I'm actually surprised.
あっさりと
Oh, I
僕に
wish I
殺され
remembered
てくれ
what
たよ。
days they were, because it might come up.
死んだ瞬間の彼女はとても驚いていて、とても醜い
I suppose I
顔を
could
してい
go
た
look.
な。
I have recorded all of these. But it might not matter, so we'll just... You're so screwed up, man! I wish I could have seen how she looked, too! That evening, Hiroko had promised to reveal everything to us the next day. But it's a relief that I'll finally get it off my chest. I'm going to sleep well tonight. Ito took advantage of the opening her relaxed mood gave him. After I killed her and drained her cryptoglobin, I snuck out and disposed of the mummy in the ruins farther out. But then, of course, you had to go find her body, too. You're quite the perplexing person, Takumi. What about the prisoner? She was already a blackened mummy by the time we found her. Dude, everyone was utterly focused on finding her and Ima back then. Look, I'm on Ato's side right now because this cast are morons. So, go Ato. Like, come on!
僕だけは
You guys
みん
kept
なから
coming up with
離れ
the
た場所を
dumbest
探していた
reasons
ん
for
だ。
things to happen.
もし先に僕が見つけられたら、こっそり彼らの遺血を吸収することができると思って
You know
ね。
what? I'll at least give a little leeway to Takumi because at least he wasn't just buying every bullshit. He was like the entire way he was like questioning it. He was like, what? Huh? You know what I mean? At least Takumi was like that. But everybody else, especially Nozomi. Sorry, Nozomi / Karua. I adore you, but you are the most naive person of all of them. Well, no, everybody else fell for the stupid trap. But, like, when Moko came back, and she just came back with, like, no counter at all. Like, really? You don't find that suspicious at all? Like, really? Like, you guys were a bunch of naive idiots. At least Takumi was questioning things. And I assume he wasn't allowed to do certain things because we're not on the path where we can decide things yet. But, so you know what? At this current moment, I'm on Ato's side because they're all stupid. Also, I don't believe in blowing up the world, but we'll still see what he wants it for.
そうしたら運よくその通りになってくれたよ。まあ見つけたのは捕虜だけだったけどさ。でその後はたった今捕虜の死体を見つけたふりをして、おいみんなこっちだよこっちおい
See? Now you believe I did it, right? Who even are you? Me? I'm Eito Outski, of course. This is the real me. This is who I've always been. You mean you've been deceiving us all along? Lying to us? You were always thinking of your friends and worrying about everyone. All that was a lie? Yeah. Come on, Eito, answer me! That's right. It was a lie. Sorry about that. That's all you have to say? Why did you betray us? What benefit is there to taking the side of the invaders? Wait, really? Okay, we'll have to see what his motive is before we back him fully. I don't intend to take the side of the invaders. I don't really get what they're all about. And why? Because genuinely from the bottom of my heart, I want to wipe out humanity in all its hideousness. Okay, I take it back. I'm not on his side. Huh? I've always loathed humans. I hate. Ugly, wicked, nasty, repulsive humans. Okay, I'll let him do it. It's better. What are you talking about?
Huh?
It's been that way since the day I was born. In my eyes, all of humanity looks like unsightly, freakish, eerie monsters. So he's just insane. Alright, take it back. I'm not on his side. The sound their voices produce is utterly disturbing, and when they come close, their stench makes me want to avert my face.
医者は原因不明の認識障害って言ってたかな。人間に対してだけ起こる得意な症状らしい。唯一まともに見えるのは鏡の中の自分だけ。
Okay. Fair.
それ以外の人間は全て
interesting.
醜くおぞましい存在でしかない。
That's less interesting.
子供の頃は僕が狂ってるんだと思ったよ。だから僕はいつか症状が良くなることを期待して、なるべく人と触れ合わずに一人で図書館にこもるようにしていたんだ。
Makes sense why it felt like he had a crush on Takumi.
そこで僕はいろんな本を読んだよ。特に人類の歩んできた歴史についてね。書庫の奥で埃をかぶって誰にも読まれなくなったそれらの歴史を学んでいくうちに僕は知ったんだ。人間がいかに醜くて罪深い存在かってことを。人間はいつも争い合い、見下し合い、罵り合い、憎しみ合い、奪い合い、欺き合い、あざけり合い、騙し合い、妬み合い、虐げ合い、いさかい合い、殺し合う。罪の意識もなく平気で他の生物の命の尊厳さえ踏みにじる最低最悪な化け物なんだ。
That's true. What is this? Have you lost your mind, Sir Ato? That includes world death, you know? That was a disaster caused by mankind. That's why I don't agree with the flame burning everything.
Huh?
Humans continually engage in their brazen destruction of Mother Earth, the very one who birthed them. The extreme weather was a warning from the planet, and still humanity made no attempt to stop. Trump! Sorry, I just had to get that in there. In the end, Earth chose death. One more horrible tragedy caused by human ugliness. What's the point of all this rambling? Once I found out just how repulsive humanity really is, I had a realization. I wasn't insane. I was the only person left on this planet with any decency at all. My eyes are righteous. Why is it red? There's been some text throughout the game that has been red or yellow or something, and I want to know why. Righteous eyes. Maybe it's like comes up and we can like use those words back at him or something. Righteous eyes that can see the ugliness of humanity for what it really is. My ears and nose, they're righteous too. There's nothing wrong with me. Human beings are the one who are insane. All of you are hideous monstrosities. You must perish as soon as possible. Oh, you think you're not insane? That's the craziest kind of crazy. No, you just don't notice what's wrong with humanity because your eyes aren't righteous. Nobody else can see it. So I have to fix it myself. Just me, the only decent person on this planet. Yeah, this makes me think that the invaders are in the right, I say, because Supreme Commander seemed like a crazy person. But, like, stopping the flames. What is it you think you have to do? Annihilate humanity, of course. I was chosen to do just that. Chosen as the savior who will destroy all of this vile species. That's why I have these eyes. Are you serious, dude? Of course I'm serious. Even back in the complex, I knew this was my destiny. I tried desperately to think of how I could make it happen. I studied hard and planned on climbing up the political ladder. But then I was brought here. At first I felt like I shouldn't be here, but then it all clicked into place. After all, what's transpiring here is a battle for the fate of humanity. It's exactly the kind of golden opportunity I've been waiting for. It convinced me more than ever that I was chosen savior. If humanity's fate will be decided here, I could take matters into my own hands and throw the whole operation into chaos. I've gotten my chance. A righteous destiny will come to the righteous. I was right in what I was trying to accomplish. What about your family and everyone you love? You're going to kill all of them too? What? There's nobody that I love. As for my family, I killed them when I was a kid. I couldn't bear to be around such hideous creatures. You killed them? Your own family? This guy's freaking crazy! Who knew this was the kind of guy Eito really was? I totally misjudged you. You're not cute at all.
Huh?
I suffered to get this far, okay? Do you have any idea how much I've had to endure? You're all such eyesores, such ghastly and grotesque creatures. Speaking to you for any length of time makes my chest ache uncontrollably. Your appearance, your voice, your movement, your smell, air, all of it makes my skin crawl. I've been suffering this whole time. That's why you got pains in your chest and had to leave sometimes? It's been nothing but agony for me up until this very day, living with a bunch of nasty mutants like you. All I wanted was for you to die. I've been wishing for this the whole time. Whoops. Stop it! I'm going to lose my mind! But if I were to kill you all right away, whoever's in charge might just send reinforcements. Then I wouldn't be able to wipe out humanity. So I'll grit my teeth and suffer through it. And I held my tongue for almost 100 days, working my magic behind the scenes to make sure all of your plans went to waste. You're saying you were deliberately misleading us the whole time? Yes, indeed. All for this very moment. And now I've had enough. I want to eliminate you ugly creatures so bad.
みんな来るぞやるしかない構えるんだ
Interesting.
死ね
Oh, not fair. Why can he summon? He said he's not an invader.
最初にここに連れてこられた時、僕は一刻も早く東京団地に帰りたかった。偉くなって人類を滅ぼすために人一倍の努力が必要だったし、何より醜い君たちなんかと一緒にいたくなかった。ただこれが人類の命運をかけた戦いなら、この作戦を失敗させれば人類を滅ぼせると気づいたんだ。でもすぐにみんなを殺したところで代わりの人員が補充されるだけかもしれないし、作戦室の防衛システムや保健室の蘇生マシンは警備が厳重で壊したくても壊せなかった。だから陰ながら行動することにしたんだ。最初に戦うべきじゃないと主張したのもそのためだよ。真実を話そうとした司令を排除したのも僕だ。みんなが真実を知って一致団結すると困るからね。そしてその残骸を捨てにこっそり外の町に行った。怪しまれないように僕が逃げ出しそうな空気を作ってね。ただその道中で僕は不運にも迷子になって、僕の志も道半ばで尽きるのかと諦めかけていたけど、匠君ありがとう。君に助けられたおかげで僕は計画を続けられたんだ。その後も表向きはみんなと共闘しつつ、裏でみんなが団結しないように妨害工作を続けていった。ヒルコさんがリーダーになるって言い出した時もそうだよ。みんながまとまらないように彼女を陥れたんだ。あることないこと言って匠君を僕の側に引き入れ、孤立した彼女を殺したんだ。その頃には君たちをただ殺すだけじゃなくて、できるだけ絶望を与えたくなっていたっけ。醜い君たちのことがどんどん嫌いになっていたからね。バーベキューの後で食料に火をつけたのもそのためだ。図書館で作り方を学んだ
I told you he's the one that did that.
その後の食料探しの探索で匠くんを襲って気絶させたのも僕
Oh,
だ。
I couldn't remember if he was
僕
with
を
us or
助
not.
けて調子に乗ってる匠くんだけは本当に嫌いで我慢ならなかったからさ。
Wasn't cocky
砂
at
漠に
all.
放置してくればさすがに苦しんで死んでくれるかと思ったのに、匠くんは第二防衛学園の仲間を引き連れて戻ってきた醜くて忌々しい君は僕の宿敵だと確信したよ。ただ君の方は何も気づかずに一連の異変を消えない炎の進行性のせいにしてたけどね。おかげで僕は安心して醜い君らの妨害を続けられたよ。偽のもこさんが暴れてる隙に捕虜を逃がしたのも僕だ。もっと面白い展開になることを期待したけど、今君をさらっただけで彼女は逃げてしまったね。その後用済みになった彼女を敵の基地で発見し、その力を吸収できたのは良かったけど、ヒルコさんと捕虜の遺血を吸収したおかげで実は僕は相当パワーアップしてたんだよ。でも僕はずっと本気を出してなかったんだ。醜い人類に隠してたんだよ。
When are you gonna be
君
done
たちな
talking?
んかに操られてたまるか。醜いくせに僕のことを仲間なんて呼びやがって。できる限り苦しませて殺してやる。そのためにのぞみさんも僕が孤立させたんだ。
Okay. Okay. Alright, we're done. What are you saying? What do you mean you singled out Nozomi? Now, Takumi. Calm down, you're so ugly when you lose your cool. But I suppose you can't help it. She was important to you after all.
Huh?
She was essentially a substitute for the childhood friend you left behind in the complex, right? Such an ugly way of thinking, replacing one person with another. But it suits an ugly person like you. Fuck you. Enough. Just answer the question. Oh, sorry. As usual, I'm terrible at reading the room. It was the proposal from the Supreme Commander that did it. That was all I could ever ask for. She said she'd send us to the artificial satellite. That meant I'd be able to botch this whole world project. At the same time, I'd be able to use my powered-up hemoanima to destroy all of the people who evacuated to the satellite. As if you would ever get away with that. We would have been there to stop you. Oh, please. All I had to do was catch you off guard and pick you off one by one. There's no revival-matic up there after all. You were going to kill all of us once we made it to the satellite? It's too bad the Supreme Commander's proposal was a trap. That threw me, I have to admit. I did already have a feeling it might have been, though. So you turned us against Nozomi because she was opposed to accepting the offer. I just saw my opportunity and seized it. You guys were the one attacking her so shamefully. You didn't need any convincing to act that way. It's true. That's why they're morons. Does that mean the one who told the others about Nozomi was... Yes, it was me. I told everyone. I told them it was just hearsay and encouraged them to pass it on. After 2 or 3 days, the story had spread, and nobody could tell where it came from anymore. But how the hell did you know about our Dude, he could probably listen at the door. I was alone with her when she told me all of that. Alone? Really? Think, Takumi. Did you check? Huh? Here's a word of advice. You should really be more careful about Locket. Was he hiding in the fucking closet? Wait. Was there a way for us to tell? There's something I want to talk to you about. If it's not an inconvenience, could I come to your room later? What if we just, like, started making out? That would be really funny, actually. If he was hiding in the closet, I wonder if there was a way for me to tell. After overhearing your little exchange, I left at the cafeteria before you and while you were out. I don't really think there was a way to tell, but it did, yeah, it did keep looking at that direction, but... Okay, but I want you to keep everything I'm about to tell you a secret from the others. At least until we make it to day 100. That's fine. That's why you wanted to meet in my room, right? Oh, okay. No, there was no way for us to tell. Okay, that makes me feel a little better.
おかげで君たちがしていた内緒話は
Oh my gosh,
すぐそばで
can you imagine if they
しっかりと
started
聞かせて
making
もらっ
out
た
and
よ。
and he's like stuck under the bed? I hope that's a choice we can do. Start making out and he's just stuck. Ew! Hiding under someone's bed is so nasty. His aura is the color of the supreme creeper. So you revealed the secrets you learned in order to isolate Nozomi. I added a few creative additions to the story to really make it stick. I'm so glad you simpletons bought it. They really are simple. It's horrible. It's such a cruel thing to do. I'd been hoping to get rid of Nozomi for some time. Despite being so ugly, she clearly had an influence over all of you. If left unchecked, she would strengthen our sense of unity. It was a happy mistake for me when her rejection symptoms started with such great timing. What? Why would you do all of this? Why would you go this far? How many times do I have to tell you? Because you're all hideous. Humans are ugly, disgusting, noxious beasts. As the only decent person alive, I have a duty to eliminate them. I had to derail this operation by any means necessary. I trusted you. I thought of you as a friend. I didn't. Trust? Friendship. Seriously, I wish you'd stop it with the disgusting misunderstandings. You really thought I had some sort of soft spot for a ghoul like you? You thought I actually liked you. Was that an idea that brought you comfort? And that's gross, so very ugly. I knew it. You freaks need to be destroyed! Enough of your babbling. You don't think we'll let some deranged defect like you destroy us, do you? Not just you. It's all of humanity that must be destroyed. The Earth herself craves it. That's why world death started. Everyone wants you to die, so why do you insist on trying to live? Is it that hard for you to put your repulsive egos aside?
エゴで何が悪い？生きようと思って何が悪いんだ？生きているんだから、生きたいと思うのは当たり前だろ。俺たちは必死に生きているんだ。どんな環境でも、どんな状況でも、死ぬその瞬間まで必死になって生きている。それを否定するなら、お前は俺たちの敵だ。お前なんかに殺されてたまるか。
I like when he
こん
gets
なところ
fired
で
up.
死んでたまるか。死んだみんなのためにも俺たちは生きる。何が何でも生きてやる。
Stop raising that obnoxious voice of yours. It's so unbearably nasty. Well, this time, every single day I spent masquerading as one of your friends has been tortured. Now I can finally act as your enemy. Now I can destroy you. This power I've obtained will bring everything to an end.
醜い人類を滅ぼして美しい地球を取り戻すために人間どもは没落しろ。醜い人間どもめ、さっさと滅びろ。死ねよ化け物。
I'm gonna have to make a lot of cool shorts out of this. Oh, wait, what? I thought the, ghost toy...
お兄ちゃんは死んだ。絶対
Oh,
許
she's
さない。
pissed.
やるぞみんな。あいつを止めるんだ。青月を殺すんだ。
If it takes away my 5 damage, I'm gonna be upset. And my bombs. It took away my bombs and my damage!
ここからは僕の本気を見せてあげるよ。僕が食らった力はすごいね。僕の力も得意科目も強烈に力を増して残念だね。醜い君たちはここで終わりだよ。
If I don't get them back, I'm gonna be pissed off.
人間どもの醜さにはヘドが出る。君たちの醜さもそうだ。吐き気をこらえるのに精一杯だ。なのにまだ生きようとしている。 それを滅ぼすのが僕の役目なんだ。
食らえ。
任せて。やってやるわ。足止めよ。
いざ。行くでござる。これでござるな。
ありがとう。
出番でござるな。ごめん。
飛ばすぜ。
いけます。やっちゃうよ。いけます。使います。
やってやろう。ほらよ。
私に任せて。買うよ。
お任せあれ。使うでござる。いざ。これでござるな。頑張ります。人類は化け物だ。むしろ新興生の方がまともだよ。まあ連中はどうなろうと知ったこっちゃないけど、僕は人類さえ滅ぼせればそれでいいんだ。
Nice! Wait, did he get paralyzed? Oh, I think he's immune to being paralyzed.
準備できてるよ。撃つよ。力が。
行くでござる。あと一手飲んだでござる。
行くぞ。せい。死ね。
僕がついてないわ。
Ouch.
行くぞ。
準備万端。
待ちきれないよ。
いつでもいける。もっと強く。
いくよ。
さてやっちゃおうか。
イラつくわね。感謝なさ。
俺に任せろ。そこだ。
終わりだ。
行くぞ。使うよ。
助かったよ。
Can we put any bombs?
出番だね。買っちゃうね。準備万端。買うよ。
a little teeny bit annoyed that the paralyzing doesn't work.
殺した後、僕は何とかして人工天体に行くつもりだよ。そこに人類の生き残りがいるなら、そいつらも滅ぼさなくちゃいけないからね。君たち全員の力を吸収してパワーアップすれば、きっとそれも可能になる。やっと念願が叶うよ。
頑張る。自分の本気見せてあげる。
私の出番だね。まとめてやっちゃおうか。さすがに疲れたね。
まだまだ、これだ。俺に任せろ。せい、死ね。行くぞ。使うよ。いつでも行ける。頑張ります。
Will I actually aggress him is the question. No.
準備できてます。頑張ります。
いません。
まだ動ける。行くよ。
終わりだ。
Annoying.
負けない。
We're just going for it.
もうこうするしか。浮かせた。
おっと。ほら。醜い抵抗をやめてさっさと
Oh,
死
that's
にな
nice
よ。
at least.
惨めに死んだ他の連中が待ってるぞ。諦めて死になよ。
This is tough.
殺し合いだ。レッツゴー。
見てろよ。行くぞ。
There we go.
ぶっちぎるぜ。任せたぜ。
さすがにむずいかな。もうすぐ死んじゃいそう。あちゃれ。さすがにもうすぐ死んじゃいそう。
We're just gonna kill everyone. I'm gonna defense potion trick out of topping me and go crazy.
あとは任せたよ。
いけるぜ。 だよっと。まだいけるぜ。きついな。これが俺の本気だ。
Didn't realize he was in there.
いけます。
Oh my god, we almost got it.
これで戦って怖いですね。大丈夫だ。これだ。まだ
Alright, give me that defense.
これくらい。これだ。まだ使うよ。大丈夫だ。これだ。まだいける。
Yes!
ひゃ
Yes! Oh my gosh. Please don't be another fight because I literally sacrificed like everybody in that. Oh my gosh. I lost? Me? But how? I've absorbed so much cryptoglobin. How could I still come up short? This is wrong. This is all wrong. How could someone as righteous as me lose? What gives you deranged humans the right to live in my place? Enough of this. You're the deranged one. You're seriously repulsive. You messed everything up, asshole. He broke the deaf voice, too. And the guy with the undying flames is gone. Does this mean we failed? Everything we sacrificed to defend the school, it's all going to go to waste. I don't agree with that anyway. It seems like the mission is a failure. Well, when you put it that way, I suppose I did manage to accomplish the bare minimum. It's all your fault, you traitorous scoundrel! But what was with the baby? What was it doing there? We just don't know. And now I guess we never will. But if the mission failed, that means nothing's gonna happen on day 100 now. So we don't have to die anymore, right? The invaders haven't been defeated and world death hasn't been stopped. For all we know, it might not be long until it finishes off the planet. I mean, that's what you were planning to do anyway! Unless I'm misunderstanding. And with no way to get to the artificial satellite, we're stuck waiting here for the end. But what if the people from the satellite send someone to come and get us? They're not going to waste resources on disposable pawns. Especially after we caused the mission to fail. So we have to live here, alone on a dying world until world death finally destroys everything. No way in hell am I going along with that. That doesn't sound worse. Oh man, our lives are seriously screwed. It's starting to sound like you would have been better off if the Supreme Commander had killed you. I regret not being able to destroy all the people who fled to the artificial satellite. But I'm happy that everything you did here ended up being totally worthless.
それだけでも僕が戦った意味はあるかな。
It all ended up being worthless. I see. I really don't agree, but whatever. But we don't know the whole story, so... Ever since the very first day we came here, we'd felt so confused, so lost. But even without knowing the whole truth, I still worked alongside everyone I met here. We kept the school safe together, one way or another. My sus meter went off at this point. We fought hard to protect it. Through sleepless nights and the grief of what we'd lost, we gave it everything we had. And now we'd failed. At the very last minute, it all fell through. Not because the invaders defeated us, but because we were betrayed by one of our own. Our defeat was set in stone now. Everything we'd done had just been one big waste of time. Oh, God. Shocking, isn't it? But you managed to avoid a real tragedy thanks to me. You should be grateful. What do you mean, a real tragedy? I've been keeping this a secret from all of you, but I may as well come clean. Just like how Takumi came to understand the invaders' language after he absorbed the Supreme Commander's cryptoglobin, I also came to understand their language thanks to the prisoner's cryptoglobin. What? She didn't have the strength as Supreme Commander, but her power was, let's say, special all the same. In all of our battles since then, I've been listening to what the commanders had to say. That's how I found out the truth behind this war. The truth? Have you completely lost it? We learned the truth a long time ago. Is that right? Enlighten me. Yeah. World death decimated the human population, and the remainder of humanity was forced to live in underground shelters like the residential complex. But because of world death, the planet itself wasn't gonna hold out for much longer. The invaders are trying to hurry the process along. They were created by world death for that purpose. So long as those things are around, the planet won't last long. I mean, you're trying to blow up the planet. The people in charge sent a baby with special cryptoglobin build up undying flames and massacred the invaders all at once. The baby would need 100 days to store up enough flames. Our mission was to protect him during that time. But the survivors of humanity would get caught in the collateral if they stayed on Earth, so they evacuated onto an artificial satellite up in the sky. Indeed, what they said.
そうだね。
Right.
それが君たちの考える真実だったね。ま、
The ugliness of mankind far exceeds your imagination. You never found out the real truth. I wonder what would have happened if you did. What are you talking about? Then what is this real truth? What do you know that we don't? Stop that, I beg of you. Don't look at me with that hideous face. Don't yell in that repulsive voice. Keep your stench away from me. Enough! Answer me!
教えないよ。醜悪な君たちになんか教えるもんか。君たちは真実すら知ることもできずに、ただ無意味な時間をここで過ごしたんだ。その事実に絶望すればいい。
That voice actor is phenomenal. Just then, an announcement began echoing throughout the school.
オールシステムエラー緊急事態発生まもなく予備電源が消失します至急システムを復元してください
The reserve power is depleted? Takumi, it's over. I can't stand to hear this creep's ramblings any longer. I shall slay this evil myself. No, I'm gonna do it. Traitorous asshole's got it coming. Wait, guys. Let me... All this happened because I saved him that time. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't be in this mess. I'll take responsibility for him. Being killed by the one I despise the most is truly a fitting end to this tragedy. Go ahead and take all that I am. You'll be the strongest of them all now, Takumi. How nice for you. Who cares about that? There's no one left to fight. I suppose that's true.
終わりだ。
This is the end, Eito. Ooh! Beefing up our boy! See, I didn't have to do it anyway.
さようなら、匠君。君のことを最後の最後まで本当に嫌いで嫌いで嫌いで嫌いで仕方なかったよ。
Oh my gosh, she's a badass. I love it. Such a badass.
完全にシャットダウンします
Just a few more battles and I can afford to max out his last ability. From then on, all of the school's facilities ceased to function. It was as if Last Defense Academy itself had died. No good. Nothing's working anywhere. Same with the cafeteria. The refrigerator and rationomatic aren't following on. We still have non-perishables, though, so it should be okay for a while. What the heck happened? The undying flames in the defense room were probably the power source for the rest of the school. Once Ado'd off to the person who was making them, all the other functions must have stopped too. Then what are we supposed to do now? We're in the middle of nowhere with nothing to sustain us. Hey, speaking of nothing, has anyone taken a peek outside? It's a seriously depressing sight. I mean, you're in the world. There's no need to move around?
Yeah.
When I looked out this window, I saw something I didn't think was possible. The wall of undying flames that surrounded the school had gone out. The only thing out there now was the endless city ruins. The wall of fire is gone too. I guess this is what it always looked like out here. But it feels strange. Is this really how it ends? Did we really lose to the invaders? No. If only we'd seen through that traitor's true. You want the planet burned? Once again, you want the planet burned alive. We never could have done that. Nobody even imagined there was someone sabotaging us behind the scenes.
No.
What about the invaders all out attack? Is that still happening? Oh my gosh. I wonder. Our mission's already failed after all. At the very least, the enemy has no reason to attack this place as desperately as they did before. Except to come and finish us all off. I don't want to fight anymore. I'm done fighting. I thought it was pretty fun. Although it wasn't the kind of killing game I was hoping for. Are we sure no one's sending someone to get us? They really abandoned us. Why would they rescue the people they see as disposable? I'm far too noble and far too important to be thrown away. Someday the Osuzuki family will crush all of humanity. Knock it off, you sound like Eito. So now what do we do? Now what? There's nothing left to do here, but there's no reason to leave either. Are we going to stay until day 100 at least? I think so. There's no one else for a roach-headed, sunken-faced freak like me to go. We played the game this far. It wouldn't hurt to see the ending on the final day, right? We have nothing to do, nowhere to be, and nowhere to go. I'm feeling it all over again. The total loss of everything I hold dear. When I woke up the next day, I couldn't motivate myself to get out of bed. Emptiness, helplessness. Those emotions still overwhelmed me. Losing Karuha and Nozomi, being betrayed by Eito. I had nothing. Not a place to return to, nor anything I could do about any of this. In the end, I couldn't do anything. I whispered listlessly and let my heavy body sink into the bed. And it kept sinking deeper and deeper. It wasn't even morning when suddenly it happened. What? My body. I didn't know what was causing it, but something abnormal was happening to my body. It wasn't just heavy. Throughout my whole body felt warm. No, hot. Abnormally hot. Far beyond anything like a regular fever. Don't tell me I have rejection symptoms. Had the cryptoglobin rejection that plagued Nozomi finally come for me? Maybe this was what I deserved. I was being punished for being unable to do anything for that baby in the defense room. Punishment for being unable to even trust him, let alone protect him. As I moaned from the intense heat running through my body, I finally stopped resisting it. Soon I lost consciousness, as if the heat was swallowing me whole. How much time passed after that? Minutes? Hours? Longer still? I couldn't say. I lost all sense of time. The vicious heat assaulting my body didn't subside. It only grew in intensity. The heat woke me from my sleep. It was so hot I felt like I was being burned from the inside out. What is this? I'm burning up. It's like my body's on fire. It's not rejection, is it? It feels something more. Oh. Immediately, my vision filled with flames. Fire erupted from my very body. And not just any flames, they were... Oh, did it transfer? I was enveloped in undying flames that were emanating from inside of me. I let out a scream, and then something even stranger happened. The flames that filled my vision pulled away from me. They became a ball-like mass and began to writhe in front of me before forming into another shape. And just like that, the boy made of undying flames was there.
お前どうして。
生きているのかって？いや、僕の本体はすでに死んでいる。じゃあこれは遺血に残された僕の最後の意識。残留思念みたいなものかな。
残留思念。
僕にもわからない。本当にこの遺血って力は不思議だよ。でも話せてよかった。最後にどうしても君と話しておきたかったんだ。
It's curious to me too, but I don't have any strong feelings about being killed. Strange, isn't it? To feel nothing about your own death. I'm not even sure that I was ever truly alive in the first place. What do you mean? Not only do I not have a name, but I don't know anything about my origins either. Nothing about my mother, or father, or the place or date I was born.
Huh?
Nothing at all? What did my real body look like to you? A newborn baby? You didn't just look like one, you clearly were one. But several years have passed since I was born. I'm about the same age as the rest of you. What? As a trade-off for the overwhelming power I was born with, my body was incapable of growing physically. It was unable to endure the sheer might of cryptoglobin. At all too great price to pay for the benefits of this mutation. It's ironic, isn't it? My cryptoglobin is practically all-powerful, but my body was incapable of sustaining itself. Please, even if you can't tell me everything, tell me what you know. What is cryptoglobin? I don't know. Even I'm not sure what this power really is. So you've been left in the dark too? I only learned that the enemy had the same power when I arrived here. I still don't know why that is either. So in the end, not a soul here was told anything. Was that to prevent information from leaking to the enemy? Or because we were destined to die here no matter what we did? Because of that body, I never got to experience having friends. I couldn't risk letting anyone get close to me. Not when I could have lost control over my power at any moment. Today was the only person I ever spoke to. He looked after me since I was young. Really? Him? Yes. He raised me, if only as a weapon. It was my destiny to live and die here at Last Defense Academy. To use this power to eradicate the invaders. Are you okay with that? It doesn't matter. With my body the way it was, I was in no position to resist. I had to cooperate with the mission in order to live. Well, I call it cooperating, but I was just having my power constantly drained from me. Maybe you pity me, but I've long since accepted my existence as a weapon. I never once considered what it was that I personally wanted to do. Not until I heard about all of you. Huh? Tsude told me on my first day when he brought me here. He said a group of boys and girls my age had been brought here. as a special defense unit to protect me. Once I heard that, I felt happy for some reason. It was my first real emotion. I was so curious. I wanted to get a look at you. So I created an avatar with my cryptoglobin. Behind Sidei's back, of course. If he'd found out, he would have scolded me for wasting my power. And then you found me. Yes. You mistook me for an invader and began to panic. I see. I'm sorry. No. I realized that it was a natural response, considering my appearance and inability to communicate. Besides, the situation was what it was. After that, I thought I should stop creating avatars. But Sidei suddenly stopped coming to see me, so I was even more curious what was happening with all of you. I decided to check in on things in this form again, all while trying to stay out of sight. I only appeared in front of you on urgent occasions, when I had something I really needed to tell you. Now that you mention it, whenever we were in a bind, you were always there. You must have realized we were in trouble and tried to warn me. From your point of view, I might have been a strange being, but I started to feel an affinity for all of you. I started to want to fight alongside of you, as a friend. As a friend? All this was very strange to me as well. I had no idea where these feelings were coming from. I envied you. Envied us. The people who were constantly bickering and never sticking together. True as that may be, the sight of all of you working so hard to stay alive was beautiful to someone living with no meaning, like me. But in the end, it was all for nothing. We failed. It's easy to blame it all on Eito's betrayal, but I'm sure that wasn't the only cause. We were sloppy from the start. About fighting, about protecting each other. I stayed in the same state of mind as I got dragged into this, fighting without resolve or conviction. And as a result, I lost everything. My comrades, and someone very dear to me too. So you have regrets? You bet I do. I'm full of regret. I just can't stop thinking about it. Wondering if I could have done more. If I just did better, maybe I could have saved Nozomi. Stop making them different people. They're the same person. I know regret won't undo anything, but I can't get it out of my head. Even Eito was able to do all of this because of me. Oh. Do you want to redo the past? Huh? The reason I came to you this final time was to talk about exactly that. This is the last message I'll ever give to you and is the most important of all. What do you want to tell me? When I was killed by Eito, all my cryptoglobin was incorporated into him. I watched your battle from inside him, and I noticed something. A strange occurrence with Eito's specialist skill. Really? What happened to it? After absorbing my cryptoglobin, Eito's specialist skill underwent, I suppose you call it an evolution. It sure seemed that way when we were fighting him. It must be the effect of my cryptoglobin. It seemed to stimulate the power that was already inside of him. And now, by way of Eito, that cryptoglobin resides in you. Your specialist skill... Oh, it's true! It's true! Although I never used it because I thought it was cheating. Which allows you to redo things. Should have evolved to its highest level. If you used that power, you would be able to return further back in time than before. All the way back to the beginning of this 100-day period, in fact. Oh, that's true. I never used it because I felt like it was cheating. Also, I wasn't sure how the story worked, if like using it was... Well, now I feel stupid. I should have had Takumi execute every single commander, and I should have just used the retry thing. Although I only really ever failed like twice at the beginning. Back to the beginning? The only times I went back was because Takumi died and I had this thing that I didn't want him to die. You're telling me I could do all 100 days over again? I think you have the power to do so now. I can feel it from inside of you. Is this for real? Can I really go back and redo it? Redo all of it? Naturally, you'd be the only one going back. You'd have to part ways with everyone. Huh? Then what would happen to the others? Would they all have to keep living here in this timeline? I'm not sure. They may continue to exist as part of a parallel world. We're Steins Gating it! Steins Gate! I love Steins Gate. Steins Gate starts off so weird, so a lot of people like have a hard time getting into it, but it gets so good. One of my favorite anime. Or they might vanish the moment you redo things. I can't tell you anything for certain. Actually, can I see something really quick? Let me look at... Oh, here we go. Yes! Allows use of retry and wave reset. That's amazing. I love that they wait, what was Ato's? User gains random buff after taking action. Yeah? Okay, yeah. That's amazing. I love how they tie that into like an actual game mechanic. I can't tell you anything for certain. That's awesome. I always felt like it was cheating. I really did. There's no telling how returning to the past might affect other things either. What do you mean? The flow of time is by nature one of the absolute truths of the world. There's no way that flow can be reversed. Breaking that rule and warping time to your own ends is bound to have consequences. Something unexpected might happen in the world you return to. It might have unfathomable effects on your cryptoglobin.
Huh?
Even on the cryptoglobin? Nothing would be out of the realm of possibility. You'd be using your power to violate the very laws of the universe. At any rate, redoing the past will come with risks, at the very least. And it will also mean you'll have to fight all your battles again. You'll have to fight this cruel war all over again, from the very start. The outcome may not necessarily be positive. In fact, it could end worse than it has now. But if you're plagued with regret, if you wish to reclaim what you've lost, then you ought to try using that power. You should try to redo the past.
どうするかは
It's your decision to make.
君自身が決めることだ。君は自分の思う正しい選択をすればいい。自分で決めたことを信じて進めばいい。
Even if I die, I want to press forward and trust in my decision. Trust in my decision. That's all I wanted to say. I'm glad I finally got the chance to tell you. What happens to you now? I believe I will simply vanish. Or rather, I've already vanished. The fact that I'm here is this way is one more miracle brought about by So now I'm going to disappear for good, like I always should have. Could you tell me one last thing before you go? You were nameless. You had no roots. You were incapable of living on your own, treated like a weapon and then killed. Do you want to relive that life? I wonder. Maybe it's not worth reliving, but I am what I am. So I don't think anything will ever change. But if I could, there's something I'd like to do. What's that?
今度はちゃんと
Next time?
君たちの仲間になりたいんだ。一緒に揉めたり喧嘩をしながら死ぬその時まで必死に生きてみたい。
Leaving those words behind like flames slowly converging, the ghost boy vanished. I'm excited! I love how they built it into his actual mechanic, like game mechanic. There were no announcements playing anymore. I awoke on day 99 in eerie silence. I hadn't moved from my bed. I couldn't get the conversation from last night out of my head. I can redo the past. But I'm the only one who can do it. I don't know what will happen to the others. And I have no idea what will be affected or how things will change as a result of going back. And above all, if I redo the past, I'd have to fight for 100 days all over again. I mean, most of those days are free time, let's be fair. I wonder how everyone else is doing. I'm a little curious. Maybe I'll go check in on them. Are we truly going to rot away along with Earth? Will we never see anyone from the complex again? I still don't understand. Why do they think they're just gonna rot? They're on Earth. You think blowing everything up is a better option? I really don't understand this logic. Hey, hypothetically speaking, if you could redo these 100 days, what would you do, Kyoshka? Would you do it all over again? If I could redo it, by all means, I'd do it over again. We'd be certain to win our fights against the invaders the second time round. But even if we win, we still die, correct? Then maybe it's better this way. That's what I mean. No.
無意味に生きるより武士道に死ぬというのも拙者どうすればいいでござるか。
はあ。
Why? Why do you have things have to end so miserably for me? Hey, hypothetically speaking... Okay, she's gonna say that. Huh? What kind of juvenile question is that? But if it could, I'd turn it all around. We'd win our fights and we'd survive without a single casualty. In the name of the Suzuki family... Live. What's going to happen to us? We managed to survive up to this point, but what do we do now? Is nobody going to come for us? Am I never going to see my family again? Do I just have to stay here until Earth is destroyed? I was gonna ask the same thing, so I'm just gonna... If it meant I could see my family again, I'd want to do it all over. But if we're doomed to die... Yeah.
もうあんな戦いはしたくないもん。
I know I'd be better off dead anyway, but I really wish I could have been useful somehow. Then Leo could have been proud of me. But I wasn't able to even that happen. He's just gonna ask the same thing, so I'm not gonna read it again. I wonder, someone like me would probably only end up with the same pathetic outcome as this time. Yeah, asking him is not very helpful. But I had to talk to him. Wait, what? Tomorrow is day 100. I can't believe we're gonna reach day 100 with everyone so damn miserable. Hypothetically speaking, if you could redo it, what'd you do? Huh? What'd you say? You're kidding? Of course I'd do it all over. And this time I'd beat the supreme dickhead and Ato in a bloody pulp. I mean, we technically did that though.
でもそんなこと
But
は
I
でき
can't
や
do
しね
shit.
え。言ってて虚しいだけだな。
I'm really excited for this part. Like, I've been going through all of this just to get to this part. For us to actually decide things. In a sense, this is a happy ending because we've managed to live. But on the other hand, it's a bad ending because we've lost the war. What kind of ending is this ultimately? Neutral? If you could redo it, but seriously? What an adorable question. I think I'd refrain. I doubt any good would come out of a redo. It's more likely our time here was...
戦いは最初からそういう運命だったんだよ。
Hey, isn't anyone gonna come from the artificial satellite and save us? Are they really just gonna leave us here to die? I mean, you might die of old age. The Earth isn't, like, destroyed as it would be. I still don't understand that. I'm clearly missing something about the fire because it just seems like a bad end. What are we supposed to do now? There might still be invaders out there, too. Huh? Why would I fight again? Who'd ever want that? Oh, but if I did it over again, maybe we could have negotiated with Sudea and got him to let us live.
No.
Oh, there's a point. There's no sense in thinking about this. It's not like it's possible anyway. My whole life's nothing but rotten luck. Oh, also, I did want to check something, which I kind of just did there. So when we do the redos, I want to be able to skip dialogue we've already read. So I wanted to check if when I press the skip button, it just skips dialogue we've already read. So see if I do this and I press skip. Yeah, it goes to the... Okay. Perfect. So it does skip dialogue we've already done. So that'll be super helpful so I don't have to read everything. Huh? If I could redo it? I would! I'd do it all over again. I'd make sure to protect Ima and everyone else. Even if our only choice was to die in the end. I'd still want to die alongside my dear brother. Sorry, Nami is here. Trying to eat my snack.
そんなの無理ってわかってるけど、もう今は死んじゃったし。
Since all the machines have stopped functioning, I can actually die now if I want to. Maybe I should just die. I don't want to fight the rest of the invaders. Oh, I know. Let's all kill each other. An all-out brawl until one of us is left. Nah, sounds like too much effort. I don't really want a happy ending anyway.
ダルミにはこんな終わり方がふさわしいんだよ。何もかも中途半端な。
I guess I've talked to everybody now. I should probably head back to my room. I love how no one was helpful. Again, even after I got back to my room, I kept agonizing over the same thoughts as usual. Time went by as I ruminated, and before I knew it, night had fallen. Day 100! This was supposed to be my last night at Defense Academy. Not that it really matters now. Day 100. The day we've been striving for is coming tomorrow. But this ending is a far cry from what any of us hoped for. I fought here in order to see the person dearest to me once again. To go back to Karuha, but... my Karuha is dead. For some reason, she showed up as Nozomi Kirufuji, and she died in my arms. From the moment she died, I've been full of regret. Regret that I couldn't save her. I feel the same about Ima and Hiroko, and about not seeing Eito's betrayal coming. I regret everything. And it's not only regret that plagues me, it's also frustration. There's still so much I don't understand, I know. Look, we are like 50 hours plus into this game. And there is a lot of stuff we don't know. It's very frustrating.
あんなにいろんな話をしたのに
うして忘れちゃってたんだろう。
何を言ってるんだ。
そっか、そうなんだね。君があの時のたっくんなんだね。
Why did Karuha show up here as Nozomi Kirafuji? Why did she forget who she was? What in the world happened to her? And then there's Eito's final words to me.
そうだね。それが君たちの考える真実だったね。まるで間違ってるけど。
Sorry, Nami is on my lap pushing my mic like right up next to me, so if this sounds terrible, I'm sorry. Am I okay not knowing? Is it really okay for things to end like this? But if I go back to the past, I'll have to fight 100 days all over again. Also, once again, I say there was a lot of free time in there. Will I fight again? Will we go to war again? Is that the correct path for me to take? First chance I get, I'm doing the most evil thing possible. Or just walking away. There's, oh wait. What is it called? The newest Zero Escape game? You can literally end the game with the first decision. It's like you have to like choose a color, flip a coin. One side you get to walk out and be free. The other side you have to stay. So you can literally just end the game like immediately. It's so funny. Like, we're free. I spent my 99th night at the academy turning the same thoughts over and over in my head. And then day 100. We finally made it to day 100. I hope I get a badass intro song too, because we have not got that. The day the unflying day... Nami. The day the undying flames were originally meant to rain down on the planet. The day we'd put a stop to world death by burning all the invaders to ash, taking us with them. That sounds like world death. I don't know how many times I have to say this. The day that all of humanity up on that satellite has been waiting for. But now... Huh? Someone's here? Nami, you... Hard. Stepping on the keyboard. A panicked voice greeted me. Nakami! Something crazy's happened! Come right away!
Huh?
What is it? What happened? Just get to the war room! Everyone's already there! Nami, when... After that one-sided conversation, Asa ran off.
Huh?
What was all that about? It couldn't be the invaders, could they? Did they come for their final all-out attack? If they are here, what should we do? Fight them? Do we even have a reason to keep fighting anymore? I guess we're meeting in the war room to discuss it. I'd better hurry. Hey! There's power! And also she's not wearing her mask.
No.
Why is this the only place with power? Did you fix it, Tsubasa? No, it wasn't me. This morning I was walking around the school and noticed the lights had come back in here. It's only in this room though. Everything else is still out of order. That why you brought us here? That's right. I called everyone here after I heard the news from Kako.
Huh?
You scared the piss out of me. I was convinced the invaders were attacking. I took a look outside, but there's no signs of any enemies approaching. Is this final all-out attack not happening anymore? From the invaders, if there isn't much attack this If they had any guts, they'd come after us. But I guess this is what you'd expect from the minions left after the big boss is dead. But why is there suddenly power in this room? The undying flames were powering the rest of the school. Maybe this place had a backup power source? Oh, it just automatically went live? Well, no. By the way, Has anyone seen Lady Kurata? I wonder what happened with her. I'm over here. But don't look, it's embarrassing. What happened to your mask? My doorbell rang so suddenly. I was in a hurry to leave, then I stepped on my mask and tore it. I'm right in the middle of fixing it. Don't look, any of you. That just makes me want to stare harder. I love teasing cute girls. Stop it, Durumi. This isn't the time for that. Then, something new happened. Strange music suddenly started blasting through speakers. Oh, what the? I think I know what this is. Listen. It's the music they play for graduation ceremonies. Oh, I'm scared. I've never been to a graduation, though. My teacher hated me, so I didn't get invited. What the fudge? Why the heck is it? An announcement echoed throughout the school, cutting off Takamaru's question.
まもなく最重要作戦遂行予定時刻になります。ただいまより最終防衛学園は攻撃モードへの移行を開始します。
What? Huh? Attack mode? What's going on? What exactly is about to begin? Wait. Hear that? Huh? What are you? We strained our ears to listen for any sounds around us. Sure enough. He's right. I hear something. It's mechanical. Something is running somewhere.
Huh?
Something is running?
これより600秒後に全方位攻撃を開始します。特防隊の皆さんは速やかに校庭に避難してください。
What? Evacuate?
繰り返します。これより590秒後に全方位攻撃を開始します。特防隊の皆さんは速やかに校庭に
Evacuate? Why? It's telling us to go out to the schoolyard. What do we do? Obviously, we gotta go. Let's go find out what the hell's going on. I guess it's better than staying here and rotting. I didn't want any sunlight today. It's seriously depressing. Bewildered, we all started running to the schoolyard. I'll be right behind you. I just have to fix my mask. Alright, but hurry. It's gonna like blow us all up. Here we are in the schoolyard. I don't see nothing different about it. Is there something here? The announcement said something about attack mode, but I don't. Oh, everyone there! Look over there! Tsubasa pointed to the top of the school building. We all looked up. There were several huge missile turrets jutting out of the roof.
砲台みたいだね。あれが攻撃モードってやつ？
あれ？
もしかしてあの砲台から世界中を一気に爆撃するって作戦だったんじゃない？
消えない炎をためたミサイルをですね。
Once again, I don't see how this is a good thing. They were gonna launch the missiles from there and wipe out all the invaders on Earth, huh? They look so sinister. But nothing's gonna happen now, is it? Those things don't work anymore, right? In theory, there's no more undying flames to fill them after all. Just then, the announcement rang out of all around us again.
これより400秒後に全方位攻撃を開始します。全方位攻撃までの防衛活動は迎撃システムに引き継がれます。
The intercept system?
特防隊の皆さんは速やかに校庭に射出される脱出ポットに乗船してください。
Okay. Well, at least they didn't leave us to rot, but they still are destroying the planet. Which sounds more like world death to me than other things. Escape pod?
繰り返します。これより390秒後に全方位攻撃を開始します。特防隊の皆 出ポットに乗船してください。まもなく全方位攻撃が開始されます。
脱出ポットって
脱出ポッ
俺た
トに乗船
ちを逃がすための。
速やかに出発してください。繰り返します。まもなく全方位攻撃が開始されます。
Okay, I'm just gonna say this. This failure is all on the bosses. Because not telling people shit means they're not gonna trust you. They all thought that they left you here to die, so of course they wouldn't want to fight, dumbasses. And I can't even blame these guys because they're kids, technically. And I can blame the other people because theoretically they're adults. And I still don't understand how blowing up the world is a good thing, unless it's like directly attacking the invaders. Does this mean if we board this escape pod we can get to the artificial satellite?
No.
Then we were actually going to go home from the very start. They had a way for us to get out. We weren't going to be abandoned. See? If you told people... Hey, what is that? What's happening? Lady Kavada, you managed to fix your mask. Enough about my mask, you dullard. What the hell is that thing? An escape pod, apparently. Looks like we can use it to get to the artificial satellite. We don't have to stay here? Freaking sweet! We're gonna get our happy ending after all. What's so happy about it, rag boy? If we'd known this was coming, we never had have agreed to the enemy's proposal. What were Nozomi and Ima's sacrifices for? He's right. That whole tragedy happened because we wanted to escape. My point exactly, dumbasses. If we just trusted in humanity and fought until the end like Nozomi said, they should have told you, not your fault. Actually. Maybe then the mission would have been a success. And we wouldn't have lost her. We dug our own graves. We could have had a happy ending all along, but we messed it up. No, the bosses should have told you shit. Urara's right. We should have believed in Nozomi. We made the wrong choice, and this is what we get for it. We screwed ourselves over with our own decisions.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, aren't the people on the sat... Exactly! If they just told us about the escape pod from the start, this never would have happened. Yeah, you got a point. Maybe they had some reason they couldn't contact us. Even if they wanted to? Who cares about any of that anymore? I don't care whose fault it is. We made the wrong call. That's why Nozomi and Ima are dead. What a tragic end to our tale. I wish we could do it all over again. Huh? If we could go back in time and do it all over again, we wouldn't make the same mistakes again. We could do it right and get our happy ending. Whoever developed the game of life is a real scumbag for not giving us any retries. If we could redo things, if we could go back to the past. We stood there in silence until eventually.
全方位攻撃まで残り60秒。カウントダウンを始めます。
Hey, we've only got 60 seconds left.
Ah.
Not like we got any reason to rush. Nothing's gonna happen.
残り30秒。
We stood in silence, listening to the countdown ring out.
残り20秒。
This countdown represents a future that we were unable to reach. The moment the world was meant to end. How is... You know what? I have to see it first before I can judge. The moment a new world was meant to begin.
残り10秒。
The long, arduous battle we'd fought in order to reach that future.
残り5秒。
It was all meaningless in the end.
3、2、1。
Our war ended not with a bang, but a whimper.
エラー。システムに重大なトラブル発生。全方位攻撃を実行できません。エラー。システムに重大なトラブル発生。全方位攻撃を実行できません。
Nothing happened. The mission really has failed now. This is all our fault. I'm a disgrace to the Osuzuki name. What do we do now? What else? Our only option is to hop in the escape pod and head to the artificial satellite. There's nothing left here except invaders. No point in sticking around. Okay, I'm gonna stop repeating myself. Yes, Earth is gonna get destroyed by world death eventually. I want to fly in a rocket! The last one never even left the ground! But how could we possibly face everybody on the satellite? They're going to be mad, aren't they? Will they forgive us? We'll have to bow our heads and ask for forgiveness. Let's rub our faces on the floor until they all get scraped up. No. But we tried, right? We risked our lives to fight for them. Doesn't mean a damn thing if we didn't produce results. I absent-mindedly listened to what everyone had to say. Nothing we lost would ever return. There was nothing we could do anymore. Is this really the ending we want? Oh, yes! It's time to give my answer. It's time to choose the right path for me. I get to decide. I have to press forward and trust in my decision. And in order to make that happen... Oh! Decide my destiny. I haven't gotten to do this in a long time. What if we say no? No! It's gonna be like, oh, I should have saved it first! I should have saved it first! Don't make me go back. It's gonna make me go back. I'm sorry. I have to do the dick thing first. Is this okay? Can I really let things end this way? Oh. Fine. I remember the one decision they had me make at the very beginning of the game. I also tried to be a dick, and they were like, no, you can't be a dick about it. They were like, you can't do it. Sorry. Trolling you. I can't let things end with all these regrets. I can't go into the future like this. I want a do-over. Talk to me. Guys, I might be able to save us. All of us here, all of the people on the artificial satellite. Even our friends who died. What? What's going on? Everyone, I need you to hear me out. Determined, I began to explain what happened to me. Why? About my body feeling the effects of absorbing cryptoglobin from the Undying Flames boy. And what it was I was about to attempt. I told them everything. You mean freaking time travel? Back to the past? I can hardly believe it. Is cryptoglobin really that powerful? Flying on the wings of time would truly be epoch... How do you say that? Event. No. Who's ever heard of a killing game where they let you go back in time? That's actually a ton of them! Wait, what? So you're saying you're considering using that power to go back in time? Yes. I want a do-over. I'll do whatever it takes to get back what we've lost. So I'm going to use cryptoglobin to go... You know what I just thought? Maybe me going all in on Takumi wasn't a bad idea, because if everybody else's stats get reset, but his doesn't... You're the only one who can go back, right? I really can't go with you? I want to help Ima too. I'm sorry, that won't be possible. So basically, you're the only one who gets to leave the present where everything's gone to shit. You're gonna abandon us failures here and do it all over again by yourself, huh? Shut up. But if Takumi goes to the past and saves us, history will change and we'll be saved too, right? I guess it all depends on how the effects play out. The present might change the moment the past has changed. Or history could branch off and this present would never change at all. Ultimately, both outcomes are just armchair theories, so we'll never really know unless Takumi tries. Both of them sound pretty cool to me. If the writers are any good, they can make any outcome interesting. Sorry. That was funny because they're like challenging themselves. There's no knowing what will happen to us here, including whether anything will change or not. I'm still confused. Can anyone explain it using a manga as a reference? Have you ever read the one with the blue robot cat? All the kids love that anime. Or manga. I mean, a lot of them read both anime, manga. The one thing we know for sure is that Takumi is the only one who can redo the past. That's not fair. You'll be the only one who gets to feel better. Basically, it means you're gonna abandon us. Shut up, Takemaru.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you maybe rethink this? There's no reason to subject yourself to this war all over again. Just forget about it and come to the satellite with us. We can live a nice, quiet life up there. Give it to us straight, Takumi. If I don't like your answer, I can't promise I'll be able to control myself. You know what? Screw you guys this time. Yes. Now I'm not gonna be a dick because they were dicks to me, so yes. Screw you, you little pests. Plus I don't want the game to tell me, haha, you can't do it again.
ごめん。やっぱり俺はどうしても取り戻したいんだ。この戦いで失ったものを。
You're serious, aren't you? Yeah, I'm going back in time. So we won't be going to the artificial satellite together. The person I cared about isn't waiting for me there anyway. I have no reason to go. I'm going to redo everything and get her back. That's why I'm going to fight again. Looks like you ain't gonna listen to anything we have to say. In that case, go for it, man. If you're that determined, just do what you gotta do. I mean, I don't know why you're talking to them anyways. They're gonna get their memories wiped. If it's like a Back to the Future time travel, they're not gonna remember anything anyway. And that means this is goodbye. Sorry, Takamaru. Takumi, you're really going to go? I wish I could join you. I'm sorry, Kako.
No.
Man, I don't get you at all. You gotta be crazy to want to fight again after everything we've been through. All I can say is, good luck. Oh, hi, kitty. Thank you for spending all this time with a filth-bagged pig like me. Be well, Takumi. I don't really understand what's going on, but I bid you farewell, Sir Takumi. Godspeed. May you be victorious. This doesn't mean I forgive you. In fact, I'll hold this against you until I die. But if you're going to do this, make sure you do it right. Don't let Nozomi die this time. Of course. Bye, boy, Takumi. If you find yourself in a real killing game, summon me into that timeline, isekai style. Then I guess we should get going. The remainder of humanity is waiting for us on the artificial satellite. Yeah, that's right. Goodbye, Takumi.
じゃあな。
Bye, everyone.
元気でな。
And so everyone except me stepped onto the escape pod. Nobody turned to look back at me or the school. A short while after them, all of them had boarded. I'd love it if it didn't work and it was just like, wah, wah. That's a good screenshot. I've got lots of good screenshots, actually. And also there's apparently a gallery. I hope they can at least find happiness over there. We may have failed the mission, but they still risked their lives to save humanity. They have the right to live happy lives from here on. They should be rewarded even. I'm sure they'll be fine. Unlike me, they have people they love waiting for them up there. Who cares about my mom? And as time goes on, they'll be able to find more people to cherish. I'm sure they'll be able to live happily. It just won't be on Earth, that's all. Now then, I'd better get going. I don't actually know how I'm supposed to go back in time. Should I just activate my redo skill?
とりあえず
Nothing left to do but try. I'm upset there hasn't been an opening song. Wait, what? How do I activate my redo skill? Oh. That's fun. Ooh. Wow. Amazing. Okay, my theory that the people on the satellite are evil is true. I think we're evil. The past decides the future. The future decides the past.
やり直すんだ。もう一度。俺は過去に戻る。異血の力が持つ限り遡れる過去まで。そこから全てをやり直すんだ。今度こそ大切な人を守るために。もう後悔するのは嫌だ。未来は自分で選ぶ。そのために俺はもう一度戦う。未来を背負って過去を戦う。俺が望んだ結末を俺の力で選び取るために。未来、過去も未来もここから始まる。俺が死ぬその時まで俺は必死に生きてやる。俺は今度こそ自分が決めたことを信じて進むんだ。
My first decision is to murder everything. There's our opening song! Or credits? Where's our opening song? Wait, why is the ghost boy marked out? Why are there so many things marked out? I wonder if that's all the invaders. Finally! I feel like we're now just starting the game after 50 hours. We were basically just given like the base story and now we actually get to figure stuff out. I think. I'll let this go this time. Wait, why is there a studio marked out? That's really funny. It's like because we haven't actually completed it, so we don't get all the credits. I was like, I understand characters being marked out, but like a studio is marked out? That's really funny.
じたい光が差すいくつもの方向その先に答えが必ず待っているんだと思い出だけを頼りに僕らはまた繰り出す昔感じたぬくもり求めてまた戦う
Woo! We beat the game, everyone! Fantastic! Amazing! I really want to end the episode here. Damn you. Okay. We actually are going to end the episode here because it's a good spot to end it. But I am very excited because I feel like we're actually going to start playing the game. Like, we got all the base information and now we get to start playing the fun part of the game, right? That was definitely a slog and it was very frustrating sitting there and being like, Eito is clearly the traitor. He's clearly the dick and not being able to do anything about it. But now we actually will be able to do stuff about it. And we are going on a full-blown evil path the first time because I did not, and I'm mad about it. I'm not sure how many endings there actually are, but we're going to try to do all of them. And I'm not kidding you. But I will say, I'm going to be using the skip button a lot because I don't want to read text that I've already read. But I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know if it's going to like give us a chart. Kind of like, what was that game? Oh, like, Detroit Becomes Human. You know how it like gives you the chart? Or if I'm going to have to like pull up something online and be like, how many endings are there? But for the first few times, we're just going to like kind of go with whatever we feel like. And then once we start getting to like, what am I supposed to do? Then I might pull something up. Unless it gives us the chart, then that'll be easier that way. But usually I don't do all endings in games like this. But this one in particular, I feel like in order to get the whole story, we probably do have to do all of the endings. So, and I've also read online that some endings are like 5 minutes long and some endings are like as long as this route. I'm assuming the true end is as long as this route. Anyways, so I hope you guys enjoyed. We have gotten through the prologue, basically. Good though. It's good. I have a lot of unanswered questions. I'm just gonna say this before we start the different routes. 2 things. I think that the people in the satellite are the dicks. Okay? Even though the Supreme Commander went all like crazy, I think like she specifically said that she wanted to like be a god. So I think she was just crazy. I think the invaders are probably, like I said, just humans. They're evolved humans like us, like the people in the series. And like I think they're just trying to survive. I think they are trying to protect Earth, and I think the bitches up on the satellite are trying to destroy Earth, like a Noah's flood kind of thing, you know, or like an evil villain who wants to destroy the world to save the world kind of thing, you know, but like destroying all these people. That's what I think. Karua, I think, is exactly what happened. I think she probably like knew that Takumi was getting treated on and whatever. And as soon as he got taken away, she was probably like, and also if that really happened to her mother, which I don't know if she ever said or if time passed, like maybe there was like a time passed between like when they were together on the complex and like, you know, there's things like hypersleep and whatever, you know what I mean? So like, for example, if they were put in like a stasis but their hemoglobin or their blood, their evolved blood allowed them to not forget their, you know, their life. That would make sense as to why when Nozomi, aka Karua, like snuck in, like it didn't work for her, and so that's why she forgot. And but or they like messed with her somehow because, you know. Anyways, so I do think that's the case, is like she wanted to protect Takumi as well, so she like jumped in, and if her mom's stuff is true, then that as well. But I think that is probably what happened with her. I mean, I don't know what else we can say about Eito. I think he's just a psycho. So first thing on our list, kill Eito if we have a choice. Yeah. So I will see you guys next episode. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.